Hello, my name is Rob Garner. I'm a computer programming instructor, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to take a form from one project and move it into another. So we have two projects here. One's a student application and the other is a school application. And if I look at this student application, I actually have a form in here. And we can kind of see it here. It says form student.cs. There's the designer file. And there's some classes in here that this form is dependent on. So I'm going to open this in Visual Studio so we can take a look at it. And what we can see is we have this student form. It's the studentform.cs. There's the designer file that we can see in the project view. And if I look at the code for this student form, I can see that it's dependent on the student class. And then actually, in this case, it's also dependent on a course score class because this student class has a list of course scores, which is this other class right here. So we have a form that uses two different classes, and we need to move the form, the files for the form and these two classes to our new project. To do that, what you can do is I'm going to open the student application on one side, and I'm going to open a file explorer for the school application on the other side. And if we look at the project folders, at the top level, in these folders, you have the solution folder, which in this case is called school application. Then within the solution application, you have all the project folders. In this case, school application has one project. And to move this form over, what I'm going to do is take the form, I'm going to copy it with Control-C, or you can just click copy, and then paste it. And that moves my form over, but I know that that student form is also dependent on these two classes, the course score class and the student class. So I'm going to copy those and move those over as well. Once I have those files moved over in the File Explorer, I can now open up this school application project that I copied the form and the classes to. And now we need to add them into our project. Right now, the school application project has nothing in it. I actually deleted the default form that was originally in there. And to add that form, I'm going to click Add Existing Item. And I'm just going to, using the control, add all the items that I brought over from that other project. When I add them, you'll see that they show up in my project. And if I click on the form right at this point, it'll open up the CS file, but it'll also quickly recognize that it's a form and it will display as a form. If I click it the second time, it'll show me this form. One of the key things to remember when you do this is that the namespaces will be the namespace that was in the previous project. So here it says student application, but I'm in the school application. So you can leave the namespaces alone, but you'll have to reference them appropriately, maybe with a using directive any time you are in a different namespace. Alternatively, I can refactor this to the school application, and I can see that it's going to change it in a couple different places. And in this case, if this was going to be your, if you wanted this to be the new form that your program opened, you have to go to your program.cs, and you'll notice that it has the previous form that was there before. So I'm going to change this to form student, the new form I brought in. You might actually have an existing form that is actually a starting form. In this case, I just want to do this to demonstrate that it actually works. So we can see that that form I brought in is now functioning in the new project. So the keys were copy using the File Explorer, copy the new files from where it was before to where you want it to be, so from students to school. Then once you've copied it into the project folder where you want it to end up, right-click on that project folder and add existing item. Add those new files that you added to your application, and then change the namespace. Make sure that the namespace is consistent with the new project. Once you've done that, you can use that form in your new project.